nervousness. This erupting volcano has already forced the main international airport in Iceland to close down. The forecast now is that clouds of ash could reach northern Scotland by Tuesday and parts of Britain, the other parts of Britain and France and Spain by Thursday or Friday if the eruption continues at this level. Of course, nobody wants to see a repeat of the scenes that we saw last year when airports across Europe closed down, causing travel misery for millions of passengers. However, the authorities are saying that they have learnt from that experience, especially the Met Office and the airline industry, so that they're very much hoping that any disruption this time will be very much reduced for passengers. NATS, the National Air Traffic Service, says that they're closely monitoring the situation and they're letting the airlines and the airports know of any changes.
Rona Dougal, thank you. The row over a Premier League footballer who's at the centre of a privacy injunction battle took a new twist today. The Sunday Herald, a Scottish newspaper, published a front-page picture of the player it says is behind the legal move. Jane Dougal has more.
We can't show it to you, but this Scottish national newspaper has published a photograph of the high-profile footballer it claims is at the centre of an injunction row. Their front page clearly shows his face with the word censored across it. The editor of the Sunday Herald took the decision to identify him because the injunction holds no legal force in Scotland.
At one stage we thought of using a photograph which was pixelated, but when we were thinking about it more deeply, we realised that the injunction didn't apply in Scotland, and therefore we didn't need to pixelate it. So it seemed a good way to highlight the illogicality of the situations that currently is.
The newspaper argues that it isn't distributed in England and Wales, so legally its Scottish readers can't see the player's face.
Scotland has a separate and discrete legal system. Anything that a judge decides in England is not binding in Scotland. And the mistake the individual made was not to go to the Court of Session in Scotland and seek an interim.
The high-profile player took out an injunction stopping the press from naming him after claims he'd had a secret affair with Big Brother star Imogen Thomas. But he became the subject of speculation on the social media network Twitter, which he's now trying to take legal action against. The footballer's name isn't even allowed to be on the court papers for the case. Instead, he's referred to as CTB. Recently, there's been scrutiny of injunctions and so-called super injunctions, court orders preventing the media from revealing even the fact that an injunction has been granted. In a separate case, the Attorney General is said to be considering a criminal prosecution against a British journalist who allegedly used Twitter to breach a different privacy injunction. Today's decision by the Sunday Herald to identify this footballer will provoke debate south